Hello there. The Tory party bigwigs were wheeled out one by one during the day at their party conference with two basic messages. One, we believe in Brexit, and two, back Chequers or get Corbyn. The Chancellor, Philip Hammond, the Transport Minister Chris Grayling and the Brexit Secretary Dominic Raab all stood on the podium talking about Brexit today, but their big message was more about the dangers of the now Marxist Labour Party and the destitution that Corbyn's crowd would bring to the country if they ever got their hands on the keys to the nation. And they channelled this Tory fear of the hard left to reinforce the two-party state, saying that it was time for the Conservative Party to stick together and wholeheartedly back the Prime Minister's Chequers Brexit proposal. Philip Hammond said that Donald Tusk, the President of the EU Council, reckons Chequers won't work, but, said Mr Hammond, that's what people said about the electric light bulb, and it's our job to prove Mr Tusk wrong, he said. And he also said that he would retain enough fiscal firepower in the locker to deal with a no-deal Brexit. But then on to Labour. We should not be surprised that some will be tempted by the dangerous populism of our opponents. Because it's clear from what we heard last week from Labour that this country now faces a choice. A choice between the seductive simplicity of the brave new world of Corbyn and McDonnell's populism, where the narrative is all about easy answers, and our pragmatism. And he went on to say, for goodness sake, we've got a shadow Chancellor of the Exchequer whose declared aim in life is fomenting the overthrow of capitalism. Corbyn and McDonnell, he said, were more intent on redistributing wealth than creating more of it. Just look it up in the Socialist Manual, he said. Railways, nationalise them. Wealth, confiscate it. Run out of money? Just go and borrow some more. Now some would say that's good old-fashioned two-party state scaremongering, bread and butter Tory stuff. Now on to Chris Grayling, who, as the Transport Secretary, took some obvious stick for arriving 7 minutes late for his own speech. And he said that the government has an important job, not just in delivering Brexit and investing in transport, but also to fight the most left-wing Labour Party on record. Our opponents are the most left-wing extreme opposition this country has ever seen. This time, ladies and gentlemen, the militant tendency has really taken over Labour, and the damage they could do to this country if they were to form a government would be unthinkable. We have a simple job. We've got to make sure it can never happen. And he went on to say that the party should get behind Theresa May to help her build the country that she talked about on the steps of Downing Street last year. And Dominic Raab said that a second referendum would cause disillusionment in the UK, and that in many countries where the state decides that it knows best, the extremists are on the march. That's where this kind of disdain for democracy leads. You don't think it could happen here? Just look at the Labour Party. A few years ago, the moderates of New Labour were in charge. We had our differences with Tony Blair and Gordon Brown, big differences. But there was a shared understanding about the basic freedoms and tolerance that shore up our democracy. And the civilised conduct of politics, give or take a couple of punches from John Prescott. What happened? Left-wing extremists, long confined to the margins, took their chance and took control of the Labour Party. Today, those extremists are led by Jeremy Corbyn and John McDonnell. They've captured the Labour Party lock, stock and barrel. Under the nose of Labour's leaders, they're using all the tools in the extremists' armoury: intimidation, fanaticism, scapegoating, especially against Jews. The cozying up to Holocaust deniers and terrorists. The casual equation of Jews with the Israeli government. The vicious abuse levelled at their own Jewish MPs. That a once great mainstream party should stoop so low is a stain on Britain. I say to Labour, you'd be surprised how many British people take this personally. They know things that you choose to forget. And he went on to say that the Tories should not give in to Labour's political opportunism over Brexit. which has just one aim: to put Jeremy Corbyn in Downing Street. That's why we must come together over Brexit and recognise that what divides us is nothing compared to our struggle with the Labour Party. So the overt message seems clear. Back the Prime Minister, or you could end up with Corbyn ransacking your bank accounts. But I don't buy that. The real underlying message is back Chequers, or you'll split the Conservative Party. This is a call to the party faithful to force the Brexiteers of Jacob Rees-Mogg's European Research Group to toe the party line and get behind Chequers. What they are really saying is, you have a choice. Brexit in name only under May's Chequers proposal, or Brexit in name only under Corbyn's customs union plans. But as far as I can see, a large proportion of Tory party members and loads of Tory voters out there are not impressed with Chequers, and that will be where the split comes from, if the Conservatives continue down this stupid path. And all Theresa May can offer is a bread and circuses event in 2022, now being dubbed the Festival of Brexit. And the Labour Party is in no better condition, being riven through with a religious split, a Brexit split, and its own left versus hard left split. You know, if there were to be a general election soon, I wonder if either of these parties could cobble together a credible manifesto, let alone one that would be believed by anyone. So what do you think? Please let us all know by leaving a comment below. Thank you for watching. Please do like and share this video, and also subscribe to my channel. And when subscribing, please do remember to press on the little bell next to the subscribe button. That way you'll get an alert every single time I put up a new video. Thank you very much for watching.